What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JohnnyKpicks. And in this video, I'm gonna go over all my bets so far for UFC Vegas 55, Holm versus Vieira. So now that I got your attention, if you could do me a huge favor and please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, or if you've been watching my videos before and just haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so right now. I'm less than 50 subscribers away from the 1,000 subscriber mark, and I want to get that goal by the end of this month. And I just want to say thank you very much for all the support, and I promise I won't bug you guys after I hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you can please subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, please hit that like button for this video, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of my new videos that come out or live streams. So UFC Vegas 54 was last weekend, and as many people know, it was a weird card with weird outcomes, but I ended up going 3-6 on my bets, losing minus 2.02 units. I did have a couple bets going into the Rakic-Blachowicz fight, and unfortunately, Rakic's knee blew out, and it kind of ruined two bets that I had because I really thought Rakic was turning the fight around in his favor, and I possibly could have won two and ended up profit on the night, but it's MMA, weird stuff happens. But the little bright spot that I did have is right before the first fight, the Petroski and Maximov fight, I had this weird feeling that Petroski was going to get it done in the first round by submission. So I just threw down like $5 on it and ended up hitting over $100 on that. So that didn't officially count for my bets, but I'll throw that one out there because that was just a gut feeling at the very last second. But anyways, let's jump right into my bets for UFC Vegas 55. The first bet I have is a 2-fighter parlay. I bet 1.25 units on Richie and Almeida to win, and I got that at minus 102. So with Richie, she's going to be the smaller fighter in this matchup, but she's definitely going to have the speed advantage, and I do think she has the better wrestling and takedowns. I think the best game plan for her is to try to take this fight to the mat, stay safe on top control, and just grind out an easy decision win. And with Almeida, I know this is going to be a weird fight because he's normally a light heavyweight and he's fighting a heavyweight in Parker Porter, but man, this guy is a monster. And I do see people on Twitter trying to make a case for Porter here, but I'm not going to lie, I don't see it. I don't care if he's going to have a 40-pound advantage. There's just no way that Porter's going to win this fight unless he can drag this fight into the later rounds and maybe get a late stoppage. But first and second round for me is going to be Almeida all day, and I actually think that Almeida will get the finish before that, so I like Almeida a lot. The next bet I have is a 2-leg over-under parlay. I bet 1 unit on the over 2.5 rounds in the Ponzinibbio Pereira fight and in the Richie Vieira fight, and I got that at plus 158. So for the Ponzi Pereira fight, I think this is going to be a really close fight, and both guys are really tough, and I don't see either guy finishing one another unless it's some crazy backflip off the cage, flying knee craziness that Pereira does. But like I said, I think it's going to be a close fight, really technical striking match, so I can see this definitely going over 2.5 rounds. And in the Richie Vieira fight, like I said earlier, I think this fight's going to be mainly played out on the mat with Richie just being on top control for the most part of the fight. But if it does stay on the feet, I don't think any one of them have a lot of knockout power, so to me, I see this one going over 2.5 unless Vieira can get a quick submission in the first or second round if she's on her back, but I just see it going to decision on this one. The third bet I have is a 2-fighter parlay. I bet 1 unit on Park and Chitty to win, and I got that at plus 128. So with Park, I think this is a really good matchup for him, and the blueprint is out on how to beat Anders. It's to get him to the mat, make him grapple, because he's just not good when he gets taken down. And also, Park is very durable, so I think he can take at least a few good shots. To me, the only way Anders will win this fight is if he does get a quick knockout in the first round. But other than that, I think Park should cruise to an easy decision. And with Chitty, yeah, I think eventually he's going to be able to catch Dushko at some point in this fight because, as I mentioned before in my picks video, Dushko's striking defense isn't the greatest. He keeps his head still too much, and he doesn't like to use his hands to block strikes. And Chitty has really quick, straight strikes, so to me, that's just a recipe for disaster. The next bet I have is a 2-leg over-under parlay. I bet 1 unit on the under 2.5 rounds in the Morales-Medic fight, and the over 2.5 rounds in the Martinez-Morales fight, and I got that at plus 138. So in the Morales-Medic fight, I just don't see this fight lasting too long. Medic is a killer. He usually finishes his fights in the first round, or he gets finished in the first round. And honestly, I don't think Medic has ever been past the 1.5 rounds mark. So I think one way or another this fight will not go over 2.5 rounds. And with Martinez-Morales fight, both guys do have a couple KOs in their record, but they're not known for being KO artists or anything like that. But I do see this fight playing out on the feet, and I do think if Martinez can keep his range and stay safe on the outside so Morales doesn't land that big power shot, but I do definitely see this fight going past the 2.5 round mark. And the last bet I have is another 2-fighter parlay. I bet 1.25 units on Martinez and Holm to win, and I got that at plus 123. So as I said in my last bet, if Martinez can just stay at range and use his kicks, I think he should be able to cruise to an easy decision because I don't see him knocking out Morales. He's kind of a tough guy. And again, if he can just be safe on his feet, make sure he doesn't get hit with Morales' right hand, I think this fight should go to the judges' scorecard. And with Holm, she's going to be the better striker by far. She's going to be the quicker and more technical striker. And for me, as long as Holmes doesn't get taken down early and Vieira getting a quick submission, I just don't see how Vieira is going to win this one other than that way. So give me Holm all day here. But alright guys, those are my bets so far for UFC Vegas 55. Be sure to check back on this video in the comment section or on my Instagram for any added bets throughout the week. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button now. Good luck to everybody who's betting this weekend. And until next time, happy fight night.